Yeah, I actually did, like, watch, like, that movie or whatever, and it was crazy as ever, I'm telling you. I don't know if this really was in love with her father or whatever, I don't know, but she just killed her mother for no reason. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, dang, it's like crazy. She did it like slick as ever. You know what I mean? She like took a like big man statue that looked like a like mask or whatever, and she like bashed her mother's head in. Like, oh my goodness, it was like oh my. She just went for the fatal blow or whatever, like two times. One, bam, back of her head. Second time, bam, right up on her head again. Like, oh my goodness, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That she did that so slick, man, that's some mud, real though. Anyway, so she had like, it was like a like intruder or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? She like, you know what I'm saying? Just actually like bust the window of the like, door, and like her mama went to go look. Next thing you know, just smacked her up with the statue. Like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, like, and um, she already knew her dad was like vulnerable or whatever, because like, you know what I'm saying, she up there like, putting on makeup and all this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, up there flirting with her pops or whatever, you know what I mean, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's crazy, it was crazy as ever, you know what I mean, for real though. And he was sleeping on the couch, they was sleeping on the bed. You know what I'm saying? One night she went down to like, the couch with him or whatever one night. You know what I'm saying? And like she like, started laying on his arm or whatever one night. You know what I'm saying? And she asked him to kiss her. And he kissed her on the forehead, and she was like, she said it again. She was like, kiss. And she was like, kiss me. So he kissed her on the lip, and you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they end up fucking. Oh my goodness, that's crazy as ever. Dude fucked his own daughter. That was some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? For real though. And like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, actually at that, like, she was on the run from this, like, detective or whatever went on, because like it was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? She like, killed her mother and took her wedding ring or whatever went on. You know what I'm saying? And she made it look like it was a robbery or something like that. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? Bro, and like, how you will find that out is if you would like look at the movie yourself. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, I'm telling you, when she like, got mad at her pops or whatever, she went under the house, got this pink suitcase, bam, the bloody statue up inside her, and the ring is up in her too. Real though. I mean, like, I'm for real. I'm not capping. I'm not gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I saw the movie. You know what I mean? For real though. So, for real, it's like she just wanted her and pops all to herself or whatever. Whatnot. Then her pops, like, got married to his other like main squeeze or whatever. Whatnot. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. She just like got drunk as ever. Now saying drinking like hell up like alcohol, just drinking and drinking and drinking and shit. Now saying, and the dude that her mom was messing with, she started messing with dude. You know what I'm saying? For real though, that was crazy as ever. You know what I mean? For real. Anyway, so yeah, I mean like shoot, I mean like that movie was good, but you know what I'm saying? It was weird. It was weird as ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean like, oh my goodness. It's like Wicked was crazy. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so when her little sister found out that her like, sister killed her mother or whatever when I not saying she like, actually wanted revenge. You know what I'm saying? So she like, what I'm saying, did the same shit. But the thing is, she's small as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So she can't get to her, like, she couldn't get to her head. You know what I'm saying? So she, like, did the same shit, but she didn't stage no robbery, though. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. She, like, bust the, like, window out. You know what I'm saying? She went downstairs, tried to see what was up or whatever. You You know what I'm saying? See who the Senate was or whatever when not. Next thing you know, she like, stepped on some glass, cut her foot, she and sister came up with that like statue. BAM! Just like hit her upside the head with it. You know what I'm saying? Fatal blow. Fatal blow. She hold up. Anyway, it was crazy. It was crazy as hell, you know what I mean? And the dude that she was like messing with, the detective, like, thought he like actually killed her because he like, actually was holding her body, shot him. And that bullet went right through his chest. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the way through the back. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy. He fell down on her dead body. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, that was crazy as ever, you know what I'm saying? For real though. But how I found out her sister, like, murdered her ass, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, she had the mask up in her backpack, you know what I mean? So, her pops, like, man, Squeeze, like, you know what I'm saying, his new wife or whatever, found the, like, mask in the backpack, the bloody mask, or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Then she started looking like, oh, hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I knew. Baby girl got revenge for her mom. You feel me? For real though, that was crazy as hell, you know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, yeah, I mean, that's you. I want to watch Wicked again. That's a good ass movie right there, you know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, like, shit, I'm not gonna be cap. That was something else. I was like, wow. It was like everything got expected. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, I does see like killed like multiple people, but no, the only person she killed was her own mother. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? That was about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was a daddy's girl. She wanted her pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, it was crazy. It was crazy as ever. You know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it give me that like old boy feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like that Korean like movie. You know what I'm saying? Because he fucked his own daughter. You know what I'm saying? For real though, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? This dude was crazy as hell. He go in a whole like crowd of people with a hammer. You know what I'm saying? They up there cutting him with knives and shit. He beat the whole fucking crowd up with a fucking hammer. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good ass movie though. That was a good ass movie. You know what I'm saying? For real. That was crazy as hell. But still though, that was a good ass movie. Shit, I mean, like, hell, that was something else. I'm like, wow, it was really something. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm just up there just, like, you know what I'm saying? Just saying, like, what I'm saying or whatever. I'm watching, like, Jazz celebrate her birthday, you know what I'm saying? For real, though. I mean, like, shoot, and it's cool. It's cool, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They have, like, you know what I'm saying? They having a good time, you know what I mean? For real, though. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to show y'all, like, what I'm looking at on TV and that shit because I want to get on, like, copyright straight on my, like, on this right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get through that even. For real though. So, I'm just, like, keeping it running, keeping it straight up, gang. You know what I mean? I'm just, like, doing my thing or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? Anyway, so, yeah, I'm gonna, like, just go ahead and, like, keep on taking this out or whatever, whatnot. And yes, I did watch Black Rabbit. I watched like 2 episodes of that show. And I watched it like today. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was like 12 in the morning. You know what I mean? For real though. So yeah, I just watched it today or whatever. Watched them today or whatever when I and like it's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Although it's about like these two dudes that like bought a like place and made a bar and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean like shoot, it was good. It was good as ever. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna like look at 2 more episodes like probably later on. You know shit. For real though, since I'm like gonna be staying up to date and shit, but. I'ma just like keep on doing my thing, keep on looking at like stuff, but I'ma look at like some like more stuff on Hulu. like, right out there on the TV in the living room, you feel me? But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell on notifications so you see my next upload and my next post, and to make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you want to, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.